Every day, we face a battle for self-control. This guide explores how God's Spirit helps us win the daily tug-of-war between flesh and faith. The Christian life is a constant choice between fleshly impulses and the wisdom of the Spirit. One leads to chaos, the other to peace. The flesh pushes for immediate gratification, while the Spirit calls for patience and wisdom. Lasting joy comes from walking in God's Spirit. Self-control stands on 3 pillars: pausing before reacting, choosing obedience to God, and relying on the Holy Spirit's power. Victory often begins with a pause. Before reacting, stop, seek God's wisdom, and choose actions that honor Him. Willpower alone eventually fails. True strength comes when our desire to obey God outweighs temporary fleshly satisfaction. Self-control is not self-made. It grows as we depend on the Holy Spirit, who empowers us to live victoriously. Every choice plants a seed. Sow to the Spirit and reap peace and life. Sow to the flesh and reap destruction. The battle is fought in our thoughts, words, and actions. Which area needs God's transforming power the most today? Then, to summarize everything, let's hear what Barnabas has to say.
The battle for self-control is lost or won in the mind. Every day we face choices that test our resolve and focus. Mastering your checks and balances is the ultimate victory. Self-control requires that we pause and think before acting. We must believe the Holy Spirit will enable us. Remember, whatever you sow is exactly what you will reap. To wrap up, true self-control is a fruit of the Spirit. It requires our active effort and reliance on God. Thank you for joining me in this podcast series. Until then, goodbye.
Godly self-control is built on wisdom and surrender to God's direction. Guard your words, guard your heart, and walk in God's ways. May every thought, word, and action honor Him.